In the heart of Africa lies the village of Umidike, a place where traditions are upheld, and the bond between families is sacred. The Nwosu family is well respected, known for their deep connection to the community. The sisters, Adanna and Chiamaka, share an inseparable bond, or so it seems. Adanna, the elder, is gentle and kind-hearted, while Chiamaka, the younger, is vibrant and full of life. The villagers admire their closeness, but beneath the surface, a secret brews, a secret that could shatter their world. Chiamaka's jealousy begins to grow as she watches Adanna receive praise from the villagers. Adanna's beauty, wisdom, and grace have made her the pride of the Nwosu family. Chiamaka, though equally beautiful, feels overshadowed by her sister's accomplishments. The envy gnaws at her, but she keeps it hidden behind a mask of sisterly love. Little does she know, this jealousy will lead her down a path she never imagined. One fateful day, a stranger arrives in Umidike. His name is Obi, a tall, handsome man with mysterious eyes that seem to see into one's soul. The villagers are captivated by his charm, and soon, so are the Nwosu sisters. Both Adanna and Chiamaka find themselves drawn to Obi, but it is Adanna who captures his heart. Chiamaka's jealousy deepens, turning into a silent resentment. Chiamaka cannot bear the thought of losing Obi to her sister. In a moment of desperation, she seeks out a village elder known for her knowledge of ancient rituals. The elder, aware of Chiamaka's growing envy, warns her of the dangers of meddling with dark forces. But Chiamaka is determined. She insists on learning a forbidden spell that could turn Obi's heart toward her. The elder reluctantly agrees, but not without a grave warning: beware, for betrayal will not go unpunished. Under the cover of night, Chiamaka performs the ritual. She whispers the incantation, hoping to bind Obi's heart to hers. The ritual seems to work, and soon, Obi begins to show interest in Chiamaka. But as the days pass, strange things begin to happen. Obi's affection for Adanna doesn't fade completely, and instead, he becomes distant and confused. The once warm and cheerful man turns cold, as if haunted by an unseen force. Adanna starts having strange dreams, visions of her ancestors warning her of a great betrayal. In these dreams, she sees her sister's face, but she cannot make sense of it. Troubled by these visions, she confides in the village priestess, Mama Ifeoma, who advises her to be cautious and trust her instincts. Adanna begins to sense something is amiss, but she cannot pinpoint the source of her unease. The once strong bond between the sisters begins to weaken. Adanna notices Chiamaka's coldness, her quick temper, and her growing distance. Meanwhile, Obi becomes more erratic, his love for Adanna now mixed with confusion and a strange compulsion towards Chiamaka. The village whispers about the sudden change in Obi, and Adanna's heart grows heavy with worry. The annual village festival arrives, a time of celebration and unity. But this year, the festivities are overshadowed by the tension between the sisters. During the Dance of the Maidens, where young women showcase their beauty and grace, Chiamaka purposely outshines her sister, drawing all eyes to herself. Adanna tries to ignore the growing rift, but it is clear to everyone that something is wrong between them. Unable to bear the burden of her secret any longer, Chiamaka finally confronts Adanna. She accuses her sister of always being the favorite, always taking what belongs to her. Adanna, shocked and hurt, tries to understand where this anger is coming from. Chiamaka blurts out her feelings of envy and reveals that she performed a ritual to win Obi's love. Adanna is horrified, realizing the depth of her sister's jealousy. The revelation of Chiamaka's betrayal unleashes a dark curse upon the village. The skies darken, and a storm brews as the ancestral spirits, angered by the breaking of sisterly bonds, descend upon Umidike. Crops wither, animals die, and the once vibrant village is plunged into despair. The villagers grow fearful, believing the gods are punishing them for an unknown sin. Adanna and Chiamaka must now face the consequences of their actions. The village elder, Ozoemena, delivers a chilling prophecy. She warns that the curse will not be lifted until the sisters reconcile and the truth is revealed to the entire village. The sisters must embark on a journey to the sacred grove, where they must seek the forgiveness of the ancestors and restore balance to the land. But this journey will test their courage, faith, and the strength of their bond. With heavy hearts, Adanna and Chiamaka set out on the perilous journey to the sacred grove. Along the way, they encounter various challenges that test their resolve. They are haunted by spirits, plagued by doubts, and nearly lose their way. Yet, through each trial, they begin to understand the depth of their bond, and the true meaning of sisterhood starts to dawn on them. As they reach the entrance of the sacred grove, they are confronted by the spirits of the ancestors. Each spirit presents a trial, reflecting the sins that have been committed: envy, betrayal, and deceit. Adanna and Chiamaka must confront their own hearts and confess their wrongdoings. Only through truth and humility can they hope to pass these trials and enter the grove. In the heart of the sacred grove, the sisters are brought before the spirit of their great ancestor, Nwankwo, the founder of their lineage. Nwankwo reveals the full extent of the damage caused by Chiamaka's jealousy and the betrayal that has tainted their family's honor. He demands that they make amends, not only to each other but to the entire village. The sisters are faced with the painful reality of their actions. To atone for their sins, the sisters are instructed to perform an ancient ritual of reconciliation. This ritual requires them to speak their deepest truths, cleanse their hearts of envy and hatred, and offer a sacrifice to the ancestors. The ritual is intense, pushing the sisters to their limits, but it is also a cathartic experience, as they begin to heal the wounds they've inflicted on each other. Having completed the ritual, Adanna and Chiamaka return to Umidike. The journey back is one of reflection and newfound understanding. The once dark and ominous path now seems lighter, as the bond between them has been restored. But their return is met with trepidation, as the village remains under the curse, and the sisters must now reveal the truth to their people. Before the entire village, Adanna and Chiamaka confess their actions. Chiamaka admits to performing the forbidden ritual, and Adanna speaks of the dreams that warned her of the betrayal. The villagers listen in shock, but also with a sense of relief as the truth comes to light. The elders, led by Mama Ifeoma, perform a cleansing ceremony to purify the village and lift the curse. As the ceremony concludes, the skies clear, and the curse is lifted. The land begins to heal, and life returns to Umidike. The villagers, once fearful and suspicious, embrace the sisters, understanding that even the strongest bonds can be tested but not broken. Chiamaka and Adanna are forgiven, but they also learn the importance of humility, honesty, and the power of sisterhood. With the curse lifted, life in Umidike returns to normal, but the sisters are forever changed. They work together to rebuild the trust they lost, not just with each other, but with the entire village. Their relationship is now stronger, built on mutual respect and understanding. Obi, now free from the spell's influence, chooses to stay in Umidike, but as a friend to both sisters, respecting the bond they share. The story of Adanna and Chiamaka becomes a lesson for future generations in Umidike. Their journey from betrayal to redemption is told as a cautionary tale, reminding everyone of the dangers of envy and the strength of familial bonds. The sisters, once divided by jealousy, now stand united, leaving a legacy of love, forgiveness, and the enduring power of sisterhood. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the life of Adanna and Chiamaka. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more captivating stories from African history. Until next time, remember that greatness often comes from humble beginnings and courageous hearts.